Good morning, Miss Sherry.
Good morning, Joe.
There you are. Oh, Miss Sherry.
Yes?
I wonder if you'd give me something good in the 8th at Belmont. I can't seem to figure that race.
I'll give you the winner. Layoff.
Thanks. Layoff? Why, that horse is not even entered.
Oh, yes, he is. Look, Joe, you make your money the hard way. Pennies and nickels. Takes a lot of them to lose a $2 bet. Your wife and kids can use that money. Your best bet's to lay off completely. All horse players die broke.
Morning, Miss Sherry.
Good morning, Mose.
Miss Sherry, excuse me, ma'am. What do you think of Bright Boy in the fourth of Belmont?
I'm not thinking this morning, Mose.
You ain't thinking? That's a double misfortune, Miss Sherry. A double misfortune. A fella done told me...
Look, do I have to give you another lecture?
Yes, I expect you will. That old racing bug done bit me hard this morning. I just gotta have my little old $2 on some horse today.
All right, Mose, give me your $2. I'll put it on a winner for you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Miss Sherry, would I be being too promiscuous if I asked the name of the horse?
Uncle Sam to win, Mose. I'm buying you $2 worth of war stamps.
War stamps?
Mm-hmm. And I want $2 every week.
Yes, ma'am. Uncle Sam to win. Hey, that ain't a bad bet. No, sir.
Good morning, Maggie. Haven't you finished your night's work yet?
Sure, long ago, Miss Sherry. But I was only waiting to see you. I've got a hot hit this morning. Lazy Bones in the 5th at Belmont.
How's your boy, Maggie?
Sure, and they made him a corporal, Miss Sherry. Think of that. And he only went in the army as a private. I'm mighty proud of Danny, I am. And I'm meaning to send him something nice for his birthday. Would you, Miss Sherry?
All right, Maggie, just this once. When you write to Danny, tell him how proud I am of him.
That I'll be doing, Miss Sherry, and bless you.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry, boy. This is my busy morning.
Yeah, but
Every day is the same thing.
What are you standing there for? Do something.
1,000 times I told those mugs, 1,000 times.
Okay, go ahead, break it up.
Quiet! You can't see Miss Sherry now. I'll take care of him, boss.
Thanks.
I gotta get... let's go.
Good morning, Cuddles.
Oh, morning. Now, look, we'll have the winter book out tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. Of course, it'll be complete. We'll have every horse that's entered and their odds. Now, listen, Bert. Sherry and me have gotten this winter book out for the past 5 years, and we don't need your help. Come on. Been calling all morning. Here it is, 10 o'clock, and we were going to get an early start.
I'm ready now, Cuddles.
Look, will you do me a favor? Cut out the cuddle stuff. It's undignified. And another thing...
Before you get started, Chris, would you put this on the winner of the 5th at Belmont?
Since when are you taking $2 bets? And just how do I know it's going to be the winner?
It has to be the winner. Maggie wants to send her soldier boy, Danny, a present.
Playing Santa Claus again, huh?
And see that the winner pays 10 to 1.
You will never get over it.
Over what?
Wearing pigtails and giving away your lollipops.
They're my lollipops. Yes? Yes, he's right here. It's for you, Chris.
I'll take it outside.
Yes? Oh, hello, Jack.
Nice poached eggs this morning, Sherry.
Sure, we'll give them service. At our price.
And some good oatmeal. You gotta eat all of that stuff. It's got them, bugs.
Okay, I'll take it if it's cash on the line. Then don't bother me. Skip it. Hello? What'd you say, Rosie?
Oh, I say it's got them bugs.
Bugs.
Yeah, you know, them, vitaphone.
Oh. Yeah, Yes, hello, Pat. Oh, I don't care what he says. I don't think they've got a chance. I'm picking Notre Dame.
Hey, Sherry, that's poisonberry jam. You gotta eat some of that. It's good for you. Hey, that's a funny name for jam. Poisonberry. That's what the man said it was.
Boysenberry, not poisonberry.
Yeah? Why do they call it that?
Oh, because it's made of boysenberries instead of girlsenberries.
Oh, yes. Are you kidding?
Oh, Rosie, would you run down to the corner and get me $2 worth of war stamps?
$2? You usually buy them in the hundreds.
These are for a friend of mine.
Oh.
Yes? I don't care who he is. We handle betting commissions for the biggest men in the country, and they all put their money on the barrelhead.
I'm gonna stay right here. You ain't gonna eat nothing with all them phones around.
Oh, yes, I will, Rosie. I promise.
Yeah? Well, I don't want to see nothing when I come back. Understand? Nothing.
All right, I'll eat it all.
You want to see any of those mugs outside?
No, not today. Send Chris in.
Okay.
Yes? Well, that's what Chris says. It goes.
Chris.
Yeah.
Sherry wants you in the office.
Okay, Rosie.
You guys still
Listen, we gotta shoot Sherry for the 5 minutes.
Quiet!
In there.
Sherry ain't gonna see nobody today.
Imagine.
I want to see you private, Rosie.
Okay. Here.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
You want to make some extra dough?
Oh, that all depends.
Nothing crooked. It's all on the level.
Huh?
I just want to get a look at that winter book today before it's released. There's $1,000 in it.
$1,000, huh?
Get out of here.
Hey, wait a minute. I was the one. Yeah, well, now you know. Anybody else?
No, I was just leaving.
Oh,
Come on, now get out of here, all of you.
don't get sore.
Lose your temper.
Why don't you get out of here?
Well, you were in my way.
Hey, where you going?
You give a smart aleck by the name of Sherry Bacon outside slice of my mind. If she doesn't listen, I'll spank her until she's a rosy pink.
Ricky, you can't go in there.
Lay off of me, Rosie. I'm in no mood to argue.
Ricky, am I gonna have to get tough with you?
Get your mitts off me before I belch you into dreamland.
Oh, a hit-and-run guy, huh?
Okay, call me back. Well, Mr. Sloan, what did you eat for breakfast this morning that disagreed with you?
This. Suppose you tell me what's the big idea.
Well,
I happen to own the Panthers. It's the best team in pro football. How come you pick them last?
differences of opinion root of all gambling. You think they'll win, I think they'll finish dead last. Any law against that?
There ought to be a law declaring you a public menace. What does a woman know about a football team? How come you set yourself up as judge and jury?
It was all right with you last season when I picked them to win, wasn't it?
Sure it was. Any fool would have picked them to win.
I don't happen to be a fool. That's why I'm picking them to lose this year. Well, this morning happens to be a very busy morning. How would you like to take yourself out of here so Chris and I can do some work?
Oh, no, not until I tell you a few things.
Now, take it easy, will you?
Take it easy?
Yeah.
She didn't take it easy on me, did she? Look, smart girl, the public that puts its money on the line at the box office doesn't go for losers.
Then you admit you've got a loser.
No, I don't. But there are lame brains who read your selections and believe them. Just why, I don't know.
It could be because I've picked a larger percentage of winners in every sport from horse racing to pitching horseshoes than any other selector in the country for 5 straight years. Or maybe past performances don't mean anything to you.
Yes, but how can you pick last year's champions to wind up in last place?
Because they took an awful pounding winning that championship. They're old men as football players go.
Wouldn't care to back up your judgment with cash, would you?
I only bet for other people.
Just as I thought. You sit on the sidelines and sharpshoot the finest team in pro football, but you're too yellow to put the money on the line.
So now I'm yellow. I ought to slap you down.
Just like a woman, aren't you? I offer to make you a little bet, and right away you want to slap me. But I still say, Sherry, you're all wrong.
How much do you want to bet?
Make it easy on yourself. That's your odds, 10 to 1.
5,000.
Make it 10. Against my 1,000.
It's a deal. Give your money to Chris.
Wait a minute, Sherry. $10,000 is a lot of money to send out for $1 grand.
I make the odds and I'll stick to them.
Yes, and be stuck with them. I'll write you a check.
No checks. Cash.
But look, Sherry, I don't carry $1,000 around with me.
Then I'll wait till you bring it in here and count it out. Some people who write checks have forgotten about the rubber shortage.
Listen, you insulting imitation of a sportsman in skirts. I'll bring the cash here. Don't worry about that. Oh, if I just had one wish, I'd wish it to her man so I could punch that pretty snoot of yours. And don't forget our dinner date tonight. I'll pick you up at 7.
Now listen, Ricky. Don't bother me. Must be my timing.
Time.
I was just having a little workout.
Well, suppose you do a little road work and try and dig up a man to put a new glass in that picture. And send a bill to that muscle-bound football impresario.
Okay, boss. Hey, what do you want, Sonny?
Where's John?
John? Ain't no John here. You must have the wrong place.
My mother told me to give this to John. Man downstairs said he was up here.
Hey, what do you know? The kid wants to bet an egg.
My mother said it was very important.
John, put this on Last Chance to Win, Clara Carson. Who's John?
Oh, that must be John Spelvin, the corner bookie. I just threw him out of here. Imagine sending a kid to place a bet on a horse.
Now, look, you take this right back to your mother and tell her not to be sending you to see John.
Well, my mother said she'd make lots of money and buy me a wagon.
I can't help what she said. Now, be a good boy and take it back to her. Tell her you couldn't find John.
Okay. I did want a wagon.
He's a cute little fellow, huh?
Yes, much too young to be carrying money to corner bookies.
Yeah.
What was the name of that nag on that note?
Last Chance. He's running in the 6th at Bay Meadows. I made it at 100 to 1, and I was being kind to the animal.
Hello, Maury. This is Rosie. I want to put $2 on the nose on Last Chance in the 6th at Bay Meadows. Smart money? Sure, it's smart money. Ain't I connected with the largest commission firm in the country? Here, listen, Maury. I want to insure that bet. Yeah, so I get track odds. Okay.
I couldn't find John, and a lady told me to bring this money back to you. Do you hear me, Mommy? I couldn't find John. Please don't be mad at me, Mommy. I tried my best to find you. You're cold, Mommy. Please wake up.
Hello, Maury. Who won the 6th at Bay Meadows? They ain't off yet. Not for 3 hours. Oh, I get it. Daylight saving. Hey, you know, Maury, I think I'm going to move to California. Yeah, you live longer. Huh? What do you mean it only seems longer? Are you in again? Listen, chum, this place ain't for kiddies. Why don't you take that money home like Sherry said?
I did, but my Mommy won't wake up and talk to me. You want to know something? I think my Mommy is sick.
No.
Hello, you're Sherry, aren't you? Gee, that's a pretty name.
I thought I told you to go home.
I did.
Yeah, he says his mom won't wake up and talk to him. He thinks she's sick or something.
Sick? Where do you live?
Oh, just a couple of blocks over on 8th Avenue.
Okay, Rosie will take you home and see what's wrong with your mother.
Hey, wait a minute, Sherry. What's the gang on the corner going to say if I go by leading a kid?
If it'll make you feel any better, let him lead you.
Yeah, but... Okay, come on, Jen.
Hey, wait a minute. What's your name?
Well, my real name's Mike Rafferty. But in the ring, I used Rosencrantz for professional reasons. So for short, the gang all calls me Rosie.
You mean you're a fighter?
Look, chum, I didn't raise that cauliflower in a garden. Or did I? Madison Square Garden. Huh.
Come on.
There. That finishes it. Every horse is handicapped. Have Rosie take this to the printers the minute he gets back.
Wait a minute.
Are you sure the odds on March Slave is okay?
What's wrong with him?
Seems a little long to me offhand.
I don't figure odds offhand. If you'll check the weight figures and the speed figures and the prices of the races he's been in, you'll hit an average of 81. The top horse, using the same system of calculation, gets a figure of 137. If 56 points under the favorite doesn't call for a quotation of 100 to 1, I'll eat all these sheets.
I guess you're right. I guess I shouldn't argue with a mathematical wizard like you. I wish your father had lived to see you toss figures around like that.
He wouldn't have approved, being a college professor. You know how he was.
Yeah.
Remember how he insisted everything was... Then almost proved it by working out a handicapping system.
And he never bet a horse.
That's right. He made me promise I'd never bet before he'd show me the system.
Well, you haven't done so bad with odd betting. You know, making the odds for the chumps.
Yes, Cuddles. We've done all right.
Why do you call me Cuddles?
Because you're a nice, fatherly old man. With a shoulder I can cuddle on when the world gets too annoying.
Oh, old? What do you mean, old?
Let me hear you howl. Go ahead, howl. Oh.
Now cut it out, will you? I'm no wolf.
That's what I said. You're a nice old man, Cuddles.
Say, speaking of wolves, why don't you get out more?
What, again?
Yes, again. Get out and meet some young fellas. You know, a lot of them. Why, you stand so close to these cold figures, you can't tell whether you're a machine or a woman.
What is this, a kiddie parade?
Sherry, something's come up. I gotta talk to you and Chris.
What'd you bring him back for?
That's what I want to talk to you about.
Well, can't it wait, Rosie?
No, Sherry, it's important. Now, look, pal, you wait here. We're gonna talk this over.
Okay.
The little fella's old lady's dead.
Dead?
Yeah. There was a lot of excitement at the flat when I got the kid home on account of her being dead. So I told the landlady I'd take her back here and take care of the kid.
But why?
Well, the kid thinks his mom's asleep, Sherry. I didn't have the heart to tell him.
You mean he doesn't know his mother's dead?
No. I figured we could tell him later after we stayed at your place a couple of days.
My place?
Yeah. You got a big apartment with an extra bedroom.
Are you suggesting I take that little boy in to live with me?
Why not? You'll love him after you get to know him.
I'm not going to get to know him. You've got to do something about this, Cuddles.
What can I do? I don't know anything about kids.
Well, something has to be done. Where's his father? Why doesn't his father take care of him?
Well, according to the landlady, his father's dead, too. And he ain't got any family that she knows of.
Say, we could take him to an orphanage.
That's it. Take him to an orphanage.
Oh, Shirley, you can't do that.
Why not? He's an orphan, isn't he?
Yeah, but a place like that ain't so cozy for a kid that's just lost his mom. The other kids would be a cinch to tell him she ain't just sleeping.
Oh, why don't you take him in for a couple of days, Sherry? Until we sort of get things squared around.
I won't. What are you two trying to sell me? I don't know anything about kids.
Oh, but you'll catch on. Why, it comes natural to a woman.
Not to me, it doesn't. If you think I'm going to have my very pleasant routine upset by a strange kid around the house, you're crazy. I don't like them.
That means you don't like me, doesn't it?
Now, look, there's nothing personal about this. What's your name?
My name is Jimmy Carson.
Okay, Jimmy. As I was saying, there's nothing personal about this thing at all.
Then you do like me?
Well, you see, it's this way. That is, Oh, Chris, you tell him how it is.
Yeah, sure, I'll tell him. Sure, she likes you a lot, Jimmy. She's crazy about you. That's why she's going to take you in to live with her while your mother's away.
Chris!
Yeah, she's got a great big place, pal. And she's going to get you that wagon you were talking about.
Now, you two listen to me.
Are you really going to buy me that wagon?
Sure she is. It's already being delivered to her place.
Chris, that isn't true.
No, it will be when I get on the phone and order it.
But, Chris...
Why don't you give up, Sherry? It'll only be for a couple of days.
All right. But I'm calling my lawyer tomorrow. He'll make arrangements about the orphanage in a nice legal way.
I know what an orphanage is. It's where they put kids when their fathers and mothers are dead. Gee, I'm glad I'm not in one. If my mother was dead instead of sleeping, they might put me in an orphanage, mightn't they?
Yes, They might. All right, I'll take you to my apartment. Oh, I just happened to think. I've got a dinner date with Ricky Sloan. What am I going to do with...
Well, that's all right. Have Ricky over to your place for dinner. The kid will add a domestic touch. And Ricky might even propose.
Enjoying yourselves, aren't you? Well, suppose you take a share in this little enterprise. How old are you, Jimmy?
6.
6. Now, get this. You two are going shopping. I want a complete outfit of clothing for a boy 6 years old. And I want it brought to my apartment right away.
Yeah, but, hey, what are we going to buy him?
Figure that out for yourselves. You're both little boys. Come on, Jimmy, while I get my coat and hat.
Look, you buy the clothes, I'll get the wagon.
Oh, no, you don't. You're in on this, too. Why, it's no job at all.
Oh, no? I suppose you know what to buy him.
Well, sure, it's a...
Yeah, what?
Well, it's very simple.
Yeah.
Well, you start out with those 3-corner things, the pants.
Oh, no.
And you go out in there. Gee, wouldn't it be great if Sherry took on the kid for keeps?
Yeah, but I'm quoting 50 to 1 odds against it.
Hello? Yeah? Out of the money? Are you kidding? Okay. You can raise those odds, Chris. The kid ain't lucky. The Nagy give me just one out.
Hello, Ricky. This is Sherry. I wonder if you'd mind having dinner at my apartment tonight. Just the 2 of us.
Would I? That's the best idea you've had since I've known you. I'll be right over.
Well, there's no need to hurry. We won't be going out anywhere. Goodbye. Hey, I thought you were going to finish your bath while I phoned.
I was, but I was having so much fun, I forgot. Are you mad at me, Sherry?
I will be if you don't hurry. Now, come on. Out of there. There we go. Ah. Whoa.
Woo-wee. Gee, Sherry, you're pretty. Do you think I'm pretty?
Oh, well, you're clean.
How come I have to take a bath on Thursday? Mommy only bathes me on Saturdays.
Well, we'll have to talk that over with your mommy. Come on, let me dry your feet. What's that for?
Your hair is so pretty, I like to touch it.
Listen, you 6-year-old Casanova, turn off the charm, will you?
What's a Casanova?
Oh, you'll find out about 15 years from now. There. Now, as soon as I get your new pajamas on, you'll be all ready for bed. That's enough, young man. I'm exhausted.
Just once more.
All right, once more, but this is the last. Oh, that's enough. Now, into bed with you, young man.
Do I have to say my prayers?
Well, of course you have to say your prayers.
Now I lay me down to sleep.
Go on.
I forgot.
I pray.
I pray my soul.
I pray the Lord.
I pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take.
Wait a minute. Haven't you forgotten something?
Amen. Bless Mommy, Sherry, Rosie, and Chris.
Jimmy, suppose your mommy doesn't come back for a long time.
She always came back when she went away before.
Well, until she does, would you like to live with me?
I sure would. Gee, Sherry, can I?
We'll see tomorrow. Now go right to sleep. Good night. You got here in a hurry after all.
Oh, not so much of a hurry, Sherry. It's been over an hour since you called.
It has? I didn't realize it. Come on over here and sit down. I've got something wonderful to tell you.
What's come over you, Sherry? You seem all excited about something. About me, maybe?
Ricky, something wonderful's happened. Something I never believed could happen.
Yeah?
There's a boy in my room. In bed, sleeping.
A boy?
Mm-hmm.
How old?
6.
Oh.
Oh, Ricky, you don't know. You can't possibly know what's happened to me. Maybe only a woman understands how much it means to have someone need her.
Oh, Sherry, I've tried to convince you for 3 years now that I need you.
Oh, I know, but you're different. You can take care of yourself. This little guy's so helpless.
You got it bad, haven't you, honey? Where'd you find the boy?
His mother died this afternoon.
Oh.
He hasn't a soul in the world to take care of him. I'm going to see my lawyer tomorrow about adopting him.
Adopting him?
Yes. What's wrong with that?
Oh, nothing. Nothing. It just seems kind of funny that a single girl would be adopting a little boy.
I can give him everything he needs. Well, can't I?
Yes, of course you can. You'd be the luckiest kid in the world if you adopt him.
There's no if about it. I've made up my mind.
Well, then that settles it. The great Sherry Baker's spoken. You know, honey, I could make it a lot easier for you if you really want to adopt this boy.
You could? How?
Marry me. Oh, I know you've never considered me from that angle before, but I'd make a wonderful father.
No, thanks, Ricky. You're grand company, but our tempers don't seem to match. You know, at times, you think I'm a nitwit. Like today, when I picked your team to wind up in the cellar.
You certainly were a nitwit.
Time will tell. Our little wager's up.
Yes, sir, Sherry. Time will certainly tell. I suppose you know that I signed Tommy Marvin today.
Tommy Marvin?
Mm-hmm. Outstanding All-American last year. Signed Eddie Donnelly, too, the greatest forward passer in the country.
But why didn't you tell me?
Well, that's not my technique with women who know all the answers. Tell them nothing. You know, I'm going to get a big kick out of collecting $10,000 from you when my team wins the championship. May whittle you down to my size. Oh, come on, honey, let's forget the whole thing. When do we eat?
As soon as I get dressed. I'm having dinner set up. And I hope it gives you indigestion.
Oh, dear.
Hello there.
Hello.
Are you Casanova?
No, you got me wrong, pal. I'm your future father, but your future mother doesn't know about it yet. My name's Ricky. What's yours?
Mine's Jimmy. Jimmy Carson.
Hiya, Jimmy. Sit down, won't you?
I'm going to live with Sherry till Mommy gets back.
Yeah, I heard about that. 3 of us will be very happy, don't you think?
Are you moving in, too?
Yeah, very soon now. Only Sherry doesn't know about it. We'll keep it a secret. What do you say?
Okay, Ricky.
That's the boy, Jimmy.
Of all the crazy, idiotic things, this is the craziest.
I didn't come here for a lecture.
You'll get one and like it.
After which you'll do exactly as I say. That's why I pay you a fat yearly retainer.
Now, Sherry, listen to me. Let me explain this whole thing to you.
Go ahead.
Adopting a child is a serious undertaking. The laws of this state are strict. Now, in the first place, you're single. In the second place, the business you're in.
What's the matter with my business? And what's wrong with being single?
Now, don't get on your high horse. There's nothing the matter with your business or being single. Personally, I think it's a blessing. But courts see things differently.
What the court sees is your business. I know a little boy lost his mother. I'm going to make it my business to adopt him.
You're pretty fond of that little boy, aren't you?
Do you think I'm just trying to make headlines?
All right. I'll see what can be done. But when we get into court, if we get that far, please don't carry a chip on your shoulder.
This is a rather unusual case, Miss Baker. It isn't often a young unmarried woman seeks to adopt a child. What is your occupation?
I can see you don't read the sports pages, Your Honor.
Only during the baseball season. There's one team in which I am particularly interested.
Ask me anything you want to know about baseball. 95% of my predictions so far this year have been correct.
Are you the Sherry Baker who forecasts sporting events?
Guilty, Your Honor.
That may add further complications to your application for adoption.
Why should it?
You're associated with certain gambling interests, aren't you?
My client has no connection with gamblers, Your Honor. She represents, let us say, sportsmen in certain transactions.
Operating a commission house, placing large bets throughout the country.
But I don't gamble myself. I don't carry on any bookmaking. People merely place commissions with me because I make the odds. In reality, I'm a broker, just as respectable as any stock firm in Wall Street.
I fail to see the similarity in operation or respectability.
Oh, but there is a similarity. My selections are exactly like a market letter issued by a member of the stock exchange. Except instead of stocks, I deal in horse races and football games and things like that.
Technically, I suppose you're right. I take it you have no objection if representatives of this court investigate your private life and your, business?
My client welcomes any investigation of a character, Your Honor.
Very well. I will grant you temporary custody of the boy pending the report of our investigators.
Thank you, Your Honor.
There it is. Sherry Baker Sports Service. Sounds like a funny business for a woman to be in.
Floors, please.
9. Young man, do you know anything about the business conducted by Miss Sherry Baker?
Do I? I say I do, lady. Miss Sherry is the best horse handicapper in the whole land.
Horse handicapper? I wasn't aware that horses suffered from handicaps. Do you mean she trains backward horses?
No, ma'am. Miss Sherry just figures out the winners it's going to be and fixes the odds they ought to pay at the track.
I suppose people bet on the information she supplies?
Now you cooking with gas. Miss Sherry picks them, and the smart horse players bets them. She sure is a wonderful lady. Her office is right down the hall, 903.
Thank you, thank you.
Very good. All this is Sherry Baker's taking all the money she can get on that. Well, I've got a very good thing at Belmont and Fifth. What's its name? Crenshaw. Crenshaw. You ladies in the wrong place, ain't you?
This is Sherry Baker's place of business, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Now, don't tell me you girls are looking for information on the ponies, because if you are, I'll give you a very good thing at Beulah Park. And book your bet at the same time. Now,
Thanks. But we're not looking for that sort of information. Come, Millicent.
I thought Millicent wanted to place a bet.
Oh, what did she want?
It sure was a close game today, wasn't it?
Plenty close. Kid's a great pitcher.
Yeah.
Hey, is the coast clear?
Yeah, all clear.
Okay. Now, look. Remember how we rehearsed this?
Yeah.
I don't want no slip-ups, see?
No. I got it.
Okay, now get ready.
Yeah,
we're on
sure.
Get it.
Why do I have to get all dressed up at this time of night?
Curiosity killed the cat.
What was the cat curious about?
Oh, the mouse's personal habits.
Why?
Look, don't stop asking questions. I'm going to farm you out to a quiz program. There. You're a very handsome young man. How about a kiss?
I will if you wipe that red stuff off.
Oh, all right. Off it comes.
Hey. Caught you in the act. What's the idea of making love to my girl, Jimmy?
She's my girl, too.
Okay, pal. With you, I'll share her.
Haven't I anything to say about this?
Not a thing. Jimmy and I'll decide your future for you, won't we, Jimmy?
Sure. Ricky's going to marry you and
Oh,
be
hold it, hold it,
mine.
hold it. Are you forgetting our agreement?
Oh, I forgot. It's a secret what Ricky's going to be.
You two are taking a lot for granted planning my future, aren't you?
Not at all. Jimmy and I'll decide what's best for you.
If you don't mind, I'll decide what's best for me.
What? What's holding you people up? Do you know you're upsetting an important schedule? Let's go.
Come on, Jimmy. I'll show you why you're all dressed up.
Mm. How you doing?
Not so hot.
Don't crowd her. She's like a yearling filly, facing the barrier for the first time.
Happy birthday,
Pal.
Jimmy.
Happy
Birthday
to
me. You.
happy
Birthday,
pal.
Jimmy.
Happy birthday to you.
Can you tell me, Sherry?
Well, we want to keep it a surprise.
Yes, a military secret.
Yeah, these are from all the guys. Only open these first. These are special. That's from Schultze and me.
Do I really open it?
It's your present.
Look here. Tear it open.
Boxing gloves!
Yeah, I'm going to teach you everything I know.
That won't take long.
Oh, that's bad. The kid will be punch drunk before his next birthday.
Jimmy, here's my little present.
What is it?
It's a bank book with $50 to start you on your way to prosperity.
$50.
Here, Jimmy. Here's another 50. Make it a three-figured account.
Gee, I'm a rich man. If I only knew where Mommy was, I'd send all this money to her. She never had this much.
Oh, Jimmy, you're a great guy. Ooh, almost forgot. Here's something else.
What is it? Can I open it now?
Uh-huh, go ahead.
Birthday. That's it. Tear it all for her. Up there, Rosie. Go on. Tear it open, Jim. Oh, look at that box.
Oh, what? A wristwatch. Oh, I love you, Sherry.
Oh, Jimmy. Come on, let's put it on, see how it looks. There.
All right, come on. Watch the low blows, the low blows. Get out of here. Come on. Give him up. Keep hitting hard. Go to the neutral foul. 1, 2, 3, 4. Saved by the bell. Okay, let's bring him over to the corner. That's all right, Rosie. We're doing swell.
How am I doing, Sherry?
Oh, fine, Jimmy, but don't you think you've had enough excitement for one evening?
I can put in the middle of a fight, can I? I'll finish in this next round.
All right.
Oh, that was lucky for him. The bell rang. Ooh, take it easy. You ain't got nothing to worry about. He didn't even lay a glove on you.
You didn't lay a glove on me, huh? You better keep your eye on the referee because somebody's beating my brains out.
Oh, go on. You can take him to...
Well, yeah, but he's got a long leash. The guy's got...
He can't hurt us, Rosie. Don't worry. He can't hurt us.
Stop this. All right.
Round 3.
Okay, round 3. Come on, Jimmy. Get out.
Oh, here we go.
Hit him, Hit him. This is the round, Rosie. Get him this down. Get him, Rosie. Get in there.
Come on, Jimmy. Hit him hard. Sock him in the stomach. That's it. Hit him hard. 1, 2. Come on, Jimmy.
Good evening. We're looking for Miss Sherry Baker.
I'm Sherry Baker. Won't you come in?
Come on, you get in there. Come on, Rosie. Come on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Hey, I'm getting a short count. What is it?
The winner, a new champion.
I hope I didn't hurt you.
You didn't hurt me none, pal. I've been hurt before. Hey, can I have a return bout?
Sure, anytime.
That's the idea. Hey, Coily, sign him up, huh?
Coily, sign him up. I'm the trainer. I ain't the manager.
Well, who's the manager? You the manager?
I'm all right, I know. He's a forger. He can write.
Is that your little boy?
Well, yes. That is, he's in my custody.
And who are those people?
Well, they're friends of Jimmy's. You see, it's his birthday.
We've seen quite enough. We're investigators from the juvenile court.
Oh.
What's the matter, honey? You look like you lost your closest friend.
You could be right.
She ain't got a chance in the world.
Hey, what makes you so sure she won't get away with that?
Well, you got any dough that says she will. I'm laying 8 to 5.
And I'm taking $50 worth of that.
Well, you got yourself a bet, chump.
Here's the scratch sheet with the morning line, all tracks, boys.
Well,
Good enough. Is Sherry quoting any price on getting that kid?
Listen, Coily. No cracks about that kid. See, that's personal.
Yeah? Well, maybe you'd like to put some money on the line if she gets away with it.
You mean you're betting against Sherry right here in her own office?
Well, why not? She ain't got a chance in the world of keeping that kid. The only thing that Sherry knows how to mother is a bankroll.
Charming fella.
Yeah. Holies. Now, what was that, Craig?
Now, look, well, wait a minute, Rosie. It says here in the paper...
What did you say? That's what I want to know.
Now, Rosie, wait. Don't get excited, Rosie. Wait a minute.
Now, stay out of here. Anybody else want to open this trap about Sherry?
who, me?
Oh, just looking at the floor up in
just bringing up this.
There, now let me look at you.
Where are we going, Sherry?
We're going to see a judge. He's going to tell me I'm a lady. I hope.
Well, but you are a lady. The very nicest lady I ever knew.
Oh, thanks, Jimmy. You're a gentleman. Listen, fella. I want to talk to you, man to man.
Okay, shoot.
You may hear a few things said about me today that won't be so nice.
If anybody says anything bad about you, I'm going to poke him in the nose.
I'm afraid this is something a poke in the nose won't help, Jimmy. But I want you to understand, whatever happens today doesn't change things between us. I love you, Jimmy. I'll always love you.
I love you too, Sherry.
Okay. Here we go. Chin up.
Your Honor, I know that the term betting commissioner sounds bad. But what my client is doing is a legitimate business in every sense of the word. Her reputation is impeccable. I can bring dozens of character witnesses here to prove it.
That won't be necessary, Mr. Bickle. In cases such as this, the court has no choice. Only facts can be considered. I've studied the report of our investigators carefully. I'm afraid that Miss Baker doesn't quite measure up.
Your Honor, what do you mean, measure up?
I mean that the business you're in and the home environment offered do not meet the requirements for adoption.
I suppose it's not enough that the boy wants to stay with me, that I love him, that I'm prepared to give him every advantage. You and your investigators and your stupid requirements. Why don't you ask the boy what he wants? Go ahead, ask him.
Your Honor, my client is a bit upset.
That is apparent. You will take charge of the boy, Miss Muir. I'll draw up his commitment to an orphanage immediately.
Yes. Come, Jimmy.
No, I want to stay with Sherry. Go away.
Your Honor, may I say goodbye to the boy? Somewhere where we can be alone. I'll try to make him understand.
You may use my study.
Thank you. Well, Jimmy, this is where we split up.
Where am I going, Sherry?
Oh, it isn't a bad place.
There'll be other boys to play with. I'll come and see you.
I heard the man say I was going to an orphanage. That means my mommy isn't coming back ever, doesn't it?
Oh, Jimmy.
They're not going to get away with it, Chris.
No? What are you going to do?
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give up this business. I'm going to move to a nice, quiet suburb and prove to those narrow-minded Puritans that I'm a fit person to take care of Jimmy.
Why don't you quit daydreaming? Come down to earth.
If you think I'm daydreaming, Chris, you're crazy. This business is yours as of now.
Yeah? Well, let me tell you something. What you say is just the bunk. So you're going to give up the business, huh? You're going to move to the suburbs. You think that'll clean the slate? Knock down opinion and prejudices? No, you're way off form, Jerry. Your pick doesn't even figure. Because no matter where you go or what you do, you'll still be Cherry Baker. You know, public opinion handicaps people on past performances the same as horses. You haven't got a chance.
This is one time I'm throwing past performances right out the window.
Certainly you're not serious, Ricky.
But I am serious, Judge.
What do you want, a mascot for your football team?
No, nothing like that. I just want to adopt a child. Would the court consider such an application from me?
Well, I don't see why not. You have a good standing in the community. You would be in a position to give a child certain advantages. There's only one thing against you as I see it. You're still single, aren't you?
Yes, Judge, I'm still single.
That's the only objection, knowing you like I do. But look here, Ricky. What's this all about? What are you up to?
I'll tell you later, Judge. Thanks very much.
Well, hello. What's all the excitement?
Now, don't ask questions. We're going on a little trip. Don't even bother to get your hat.
Well, not so fast. Where are we going?
Listen, I told you not to ask questions. Come on. Ricky's got a great idea, Sherry. Honest, ask Chris.
Yeah, no kidding. It's a fifth.
Now, look, I don't go for mysteries. Suppose you declare me in.
That's what we're trying to do. You want to get Jimmy back, don't you?
Of course I do.
Well, then don't waste conversation. Come on.
What are we waiting for? Come on, get up.
By virtue of the powers invested in me by the state, I now pronounce you man and wife.
Congratulations.
Gentlemen, please give the groom a chance to kiss the bride.
Oh, yeah. We want to...
Well, for Pete's sake, kiss her. What are you waiting for? That'll be $2. Unless, of course, you want the special embossed certificate, in which case it will be $5.
Shoot the work, Squire. I'm in a spending mood.
Come on, Ricky, let's go.
All right, Rosie, pay the man, will you?
Are you kidding? It's your wedding. What am I doing?
No, that's it.
There you are, Ricky. You are now a proud father.
Thanks, Judge.
By the way, who is this girl you married?
She's right outside. I'll bring her in. Darling.
Hello, Judge Morse.
Sherry Baker.
No, not Sherry Baker, Judge. Mrs. Ricky Sloan. There's no Sherry Baker anymore. No, she's even disposed of a business, and I can vouch for her character. We've been fighting since you wore pigtails.
This is highly irregular.
What's irregular about it, Judge? I love her, and she loves me. We both love the boy. She's gotten rid of her business, and now she's a respectable married woman. And I'll guarantee to keep them both out of trouble. Now, you think of one good objection to that setup.
For the life of me, I can't think of one.
Oh, Judge, you're a darling.
Hey, young lady, you're forgetting the court's dignity.
Oh, but the court isn't in session. There, that'll keep you from being lopsided.
Goodbye, Judge. Thanks very much.
Goodbye, Judge.
This order is official. I know Judge Morris's signature. I can't understand it.
Neither can I. Our report plainly set forth that this woman is not a fit person.
Now, just a minute. If you two ladies make a nasty crack about my wife, I'll sue you for slander and make it stick. Why do you have to go around looking for something bad in everybody? Why don't you try to find something good? Her little finger's worth a room full of women like you.
Sherry! Ricky!
Jimmy.
Okay, let's get out of here.
Would have been a great fight if you had...
Hey, now listen to us, Bobs. Listen.
What's the matter? What's the matter? Huh?
You're sure you knows all the words now, huh?
I was married.
Now, wait a minute. I'll make it sweet. As soon as they come in the door. Now, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Here they come. Ready? Go.
Here comes the bride. Here comes the bride. Here comes the bride.
And groom...
Here comes the bride. Here comes the bride. Here comes the bride.
Thanks, boys. That was great.
You ain't heard nothing yet. We got a swell wedding dinner all planned up at Moriarty's Chop House.
Could I go too?
Sure you can go.
Well, that's awfully nice of you, boys, but I'm afraid it's out. We've already had our wedding dinner.
You mean just the three of you without the mob?
That's right, Rosie. You see, well, we had to do it out of quick figuring to get Jimmy back again. Everything's okay now, but we don't want anything to happen. Like what happened at Jimmy's birthday party, remember?
You mean those two gals might try to start something again, huh?
They might. We don't want to take any chances. Besides, it's Jimmy's bedtime.
Well, I guess it takes all kinds of people to make all kinds of people. Well, you're just letting that good food go hungry. Some gag. Come on, you mugs.
Good night. You're a grand family. Good luck to the three of you. Good night. Night, Jimmy.
Good night, Chris.
Good night.
Thanks very much.
Off to bed with you, young man.
Oh, I don't want to go to bed. I'm not sleepy.
Now listen, smarty pants. Curiosity.
Oh, I know. Curiosity killed the cat. 'Cause the cat was curious about the mouse's personal life. Okay, I'll go to bed. Good night, Ricky.
Good night, son.
I'll be right back.
Okay. No good. Jen. Honey, I bit you this time. Want to play another?
I don't believe so. I'm a little tired.
Yeah, so am I.
It's getting late.
Yeah, it is getting kind of late, isn't it?
Don't you think you better run along?
Huh?
I said, don't you think it's about time for you to go home?
You kidding?
Certainly not.
Now, wait a minute, Sherry. Don't joke with me.
I'm not joking, Ricky. It was awfully nice of you to marry me so I could get Jimmy back. I appreciate it.
You're pretty cute, aren't you?
No, just sensible.
Sensible. I got another word for it. Selfish.
I'm not selfish, and you know it.
Oh, yes, you are. Listen, you married me just to get that boy back again, and now you're trying to ball to me. Okay, baby, I'm going to take it on a long end run. You know, I was silly enough to love you, to think that you loved me. I thought you'd realize that I was crazy about that boy, would try to make a good father to him.
But, Ricky, I thought you...
Never mind what you thought. You're just like the Sherry Baker people say you are. Smart, hard as nails, always figuring the odds in your favor. Okay, sweetheart, you made a good bet. You got what you wanted. I hope you're very happy with the whole thing.
Ricky!
I want to talk to Captain Riley in the Bureau of Missing Persons. Yeah. Oh, hello. Hello, Captain Riley. Say, have you heard anything about Jimmy Carson yet? Oh. Okay. But you'll let me know right away when you hear anything, won't you? Yeah, thanks.
Try Ricky again. Here, give me the phone. I'll call him. There's no answer.
You don't think Ricky took the kid, do you?
I don't know what to think.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Hey, mister.
What can I do for you, young man?
I want to take my money out of your bank.
Well, I'm sorry. You can't do that without the consent of your mother or father.
Well, it's my money, isn't it?
Sure. It's a bank rule. Well, why didn't you bring your parents with you?
Oh, no, I couldn't do that.
Well, why?
Because on account of they're mad at each other. That's why I'm going back where I belong.
Oh. Well, on second thought, maybe I better give you your money. Now, you wait here and I'll get it for you.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Sloan. This is Hendricks at the bank. There's a friend of yours in here trying to do a little banking business. I thought you ought to know about it.
Who's that?
It's a little boy you opened the account for. He wants to draw all his money out.
You didn't let him have it, did you?
Oh, of course not. That's why I called you. But he seems to have quite a load on his mind for such a little fellow. He says he's going back where he belongs.
Listen, hold him there. I'll be right over. What's the idea of scaring Sherry like this, Jimmy?
Oh, gee whiz, I figured I was just in the way when I heard you two fighting last night.
You heard us?
Sure. And afterwards, Sherry came into my room and she was crying. She loves you, Ricky.
No, she doesn't, son. She doesn't care a thing about me.
You don't know much about women, do you?
What are you talking about?
A woman never cries over a man she isn't crazy about. Even I know that.
I wonder.
Yeah, I wonder, too, when you're going to get away from that window so we can get some business done.
I'm sorry, ma'am. Come on, Jim, let's get out of here.
No word yet. All right.
Hello, Sherry.
Jimmy, oh, Jimmy, I'm so glad you're back. Where have you been? What's this?
It belongs to a man that knows nothing at all about women. He's outside waiting for me to see if it's okay for him to come in. He thinks you don't love him.
Is it?
Sure, it's Ricky. What are you waiting for?
Oh, Jimmy.
Uh-oh. Now we're cooking.
How about a game of gin rummy? I know I can beat you.